Sorry, mood, because I'm like one chapter away from finishing the nanny affair. Oh my god. I didn't post it before reading this, so you can get boom nanny affair. Then sometime later, should be a few minutes after. Should be a few minutes after. Bam, Elementalists. Elementalists. I think that's how it's pronounced, but I've been saying it wrong the whole time. Elementalists. Yeah, I've been saying that wrong. I'm looking away from the screen, but chapter 12, the ultimatum. Ultimatum. Oh my god. I was right. I'm just in the nanny affair brain. Starting off with the. There's one more chapter to that fucking book. Like, you have to have noticed that every single chapter starts with the something. Chapter 12, Ultimatum. Ultimatum. How do you fuck you say that? I know it when I hear it. I just don't know how to say it. Weird. And hey, I'm letting myself commentate, cause I didn't do none of that, or close to none of it, as possible. Like barely any. Like for a minute combined, probably 30 seconds. Damn it. In the Nanny Affair chapter 19. So, I deserve this. My ear popped. I can't hear. Hold up. Did you see me? No, you didn't. Wait. You see that diamond count? You can see it. I can't see it, but you can see it. The little play pause button is in front of it, but you can see it. Yeah, I have over 800 diamonds. Yeah. We're getting back to our vote of 2,000. No, it's gonna keep draining. It's gonna keep draining before I can get up there with Elementalists, and unfortunately, Immortal Desires. Because again, I did read chapter 1 of book 2. I just didn't post it because I don't want to commit. As soon as you and your friends arrive back on campus for the mystery gala, Zeph hurries you to the statue in the center of the quad. Zeph, slow down. How exactly we get into the Blood Eye classroom? The secret passage is under the statue. We just have to give it a password, which happens to be the year Pendergast was founded. 1693. Would it sound like rock scraping rock? The statue moves aside, revealing the staircase spiraling into the dark. Sweet. I'm always down for a little midnight splunking. Come on, before you attract attention. Making sure no one's watching, you all file down the staircase. The statue moves back into place overhead, leaving you in darkness. It's awfully dreary down here. I think we can use a little light, don't you? Flames flicker in the oil lights among the walls. Zeph waves you all down the hall after him. If you get attacked by zombies down here, Zeph, I will make you pay for inviting me to the worst after party ever. You sure you want leading us to a secret Earth hideout? My Earth match is loving it down here. The ground shakes slightly, and dust falls from the ceiling. If you end up buried alive, I swear my forthcoming a ton magic key into its award that I'll. And here we are. I tried and unlocked the spell, but obviously it didn't work. You stop in front of an ancient wrought iron door covered in chains, and there's no handle. There's a blood symbol in the middle. It probably only opens for bloodettes, but wonder how. He shows off, and the two of you look at each other at the same time. I got all these weird privileges. I'm gonna try first. Just touch it, man. Just don't you be able to sense that blood attend. At least that's how it goes in movies. You press your palm to the symbol, and the cool metal instantly warms beneath your hand. The door shifts and creaks. It's opening. With a hiss of air, the door slides inward. You step tentatively into the chamber. Cobwebs hang thick from the ceilings, and veins of red ore pulse along the pillars. Dean Waits was right. This really is the last blood-eye classroom. Look at the literature. There must be information about blood magic that has been read for decades. Yes, nose, get stuffy. When I reach for Beckett, that's perfect. That's like exactly what I want. Like, I'm not even being sarcastic. I just sound like it, but like, that's perfect. My nose clogs up when I reach for Beckett. So like, yes, I can get the voice down now. Perfect timing. Beckett rushes to the table in the middle of the room and reverently picks up a book. Asta trails a finger over a diagram on the far wall. The magic detail in this chart is all about healing. Some of it even simpler to witness magic. Guys, are you sure you should just start touching things? More importantly, is the way I can imagine Mr. Fletch over here? Are we sure he's not gonna reanimate and choke us to death? That's the first thing I saw too, Zeph. Zeph peers at the atomical model beside a pillar, while Griffin and Shreya start rummaging through the shelves beside him. What did all these parts for? I thought the blood-red classroom be filled with silly as the sound. More blood or... the mummified body parts in this thing. Griffin flings the pot he's peering into. A shriveled set of lungs fly out. Sick. I love this place. Alice levitates the pot back onto the shelf, but summons the lungs over to himself to examine. Beckett glances up from his book. Those must be kind of big jars used during Egyptian mummification. They contain the body's preserved organs, be buried alongside the mummy. Blood-Eye study mummification? I need to ask Dean Swan about. You're caught by a faint rustle coming from deep within a shelf. A couple of jars rattle as the object squeezes past, and something red flies straight at you. The book flies straight into your outstretched hands. The cover opens to reveal the name written on the first page. This journal is the property of Dea Solaris. Alice, this is Mom's. It looks like a personal journal. She wrote a lot. You open the journal to the last page and start reading aloud. May 1st, 1997. Evelyn has just left. I told her I wanted to study her findings and shades a while longer, but the truth is, I don't want her to see my sadness. My prescience has shown me that this will be my final time in this room. Soon, no one but Evelyn will step foot in here. She's so distraught with how to talk of baiting blood magic, but with Dean Wade's help, she's determined to prove blood magic's worth doing her graduate studies. Todd and I are planning to get married as soon as we graduate and go see the world, but Evelyn wants to stay here. She is dedicated to her research. I hope the future is bright for her. I'll miss this room, but maybe I'll leave my journal here so that Evelyn doesn't feel quite so alone during her graduate years. She wrote the entry 2 years before that ban on blood magic was enacted. She and Dean Swan were really close. It sounded like Dean Swan was taking the stigma against blood magic really hard. A lot of people have looked at someone like Dean Swan, thought her magic should be banned. It just sucks. It seems that her graduate research into blood magic is a little in her favor. I wonder if everything here now was part of her experiments. Elijah, once we do with Kane, we have to get Swan to teach us what she knows. She probably discovered all sorts of cool stuff. And you know what else, Double Trouble? You actually have something of your mom's now. Alice, I know this sounds way too good to be true, but if we use the locator spell, we might be able to find her. I'll have to try. You turn yourself to the Earth's magnetic pull, then transfer it into your mother's journal, which suddenly feels heavier in your hands. You turn your thoughts to your mother, picturing the slight smile she wore. She held baby Atlas in the picture you keep on your desk. Please work. The The magnetic pull in the journal fades, but you're suddenly overcome by powerful prescience, and your sun magic surges up to meet it. I think I feel her. Swing your eyes shut as light shines out of you, casing away every single shadow in the room. We'll see each other soon, my precious sons. Your mother's voice fades away, along with the light. Elijah, I heard that. Mom spoke to us. We didn't find her, but Mom spoke to us. And it's all thanks to Cain's riddle. It didn't just lead us to a dead end. Obviously, he could still be up to something. Just because we have our mom's journal doesn't mean we have any leads about where she's now. You're right. This is probably just another piece of Cain's manipulation. Guys, you're going to want to take a look at this. Freya holds up a book with a gold and red cover. She skims her finger over a page, reading the text. The spell for the summoning your shades, using blood magic to multiply the life-giving particles of the universe. Griffin reads the subscript, his voice rising in amazement. Developed by Evelyn Swan, graduate thesis in blood magic, 1999. Holy crap! Dean Swan can summon shadow monsters. You take the book from Shreya, glance at the drawing of the shadow creature on the page before you start reading aloud. Recent rumored attempts to create a shade use the corrupted essence of two dead creatures. An uncorrupted essence can only be harvested using blood magic, which kills the creature it belongs to. Neither option is ethical. But I have developed a method that uses the matter of life in the world all around us, rather than essence. Alex slams his fist into a pillar, his teeth gritted. Can't believe she has to hide all this just because people were jealous of her atonement. It's not fair. I agree. Thinking of the magical advancements she could have pioneered by now, the magical world has missed out on so much. Guys, there are instructions on how to do the summoning. Look at Atlas and find his eyes as wide as yours. Imagine being able to summon a whole army of shades once we can use blood magic. We'd be unstoppable. We can at least read the directions right now. Then we'll be even more prepared in the future. Add the summoning spell to your spellbook to be able to summon shadow creatures. Shut up. Fuck you. What are the procedures to Dean Swan summoning? I've never heard of anything like this before. You and Atlas scour the paper, your heads pressed together. It talks about connecting with the life-sustaining particles all around. Warmth from the sun, water in the air, life in the soil. Those are all things I draw on when I do nymph magic. Here we go. Find the life pulse in all these particles, feel how life flows through them, and call them forth into a new being. Is it just me, or is this getting really metaphysical? Hold on, I think I feel something. Your blood magic builds within you, reaching out towards your surroundings, so searching for something to latch onto. I feel it too, but I'm not trying to do anything. It's just happening. Maybe you two can actually summon one of these creatures. But you weren't supposed to use your blood magic yet. What if the summoning goes wrong? Your blood magic continues to build, fighting to be let out. You start to special magic, but why is mine getting stronger? I should help. You sense the blood magic bursting out of Atlas and hurriedly reach out to contain it. As soon as you do, it begins to stabilize. I felt everything's wrote about it. I felt everything Evelyn wrote about. Even in the script, there's life everywhere. You tentatively reach out again, and your magic bursts free. Something's forming. Look. Shadows coincide around you, then start to gather in the corner of the room. It's kind of cute. Not nearly as scary as the last time I saw one of those. Hi, little shadow thing. It's not a dog. No, it's a little baby shadow, and we summoned it together. Alex turns to you, a grin breaking out across his face. We also made a shade, with legitimate blood ads. I don't sense any malice from it. This creature is completely different from those wave creatures. It's a creature of pure life, not death. The shade fades away, but your heart still races with excitement. Zev, this is hands down the best bucket list you ever made. Zev, this is hands down the best bucket list find you ever made. Ah, shucks. Zev's third is this best. Miss T summoned his literature back to my dorm room. The amount of knowledge that has lain dormant. I won't take a stroke to heart. I was at least 12 hours of beauty sleep after all this. So does that mean we can finally call it a night? Definitely. We found our mom's journal, and we learned the blood magic spell. I call tonight a success. You and your friends close the blood app room behind you as you leave, then head to your dorms for some much needed rest. The morning of the semi-final Thief game, you and your friends head to the stadium across the foggy grounds. Not to be that kind of person, but gloomy days always feel like a bad omen to me. Don't worry, the fog will burn off and this will be a great game. Scholarship committee is even coming to watch. That's the spirit. They'll be so impressed by your leadership, they'll hand you the scholarship right then and there. You're playing Gilded Grieve again, aren't you? They won't stand a chance now that you've faced him so many times. That Frost getting so snooty, though. I wish I could take him out with a little firepower. Sure, summons a fireball in each palm and uses them to evaporate the fog around her. A team that relies on one player is hardly a team at all. Not to show his excessive scoop pride, but I think today's game belongs to the Dreadmores. Come on, Misfits, let's pick up the pace. Want front row seat for today's SmackDown. Alice hurries your friends across the lawn. They wave as they leave you, Griffin, and Zeph behind. Becca hangs back for a moment. Despite the fog, you see his ears turning pink. He seriously avoids looking at Griffin and Zeph and presses a kiss to your cheek. You look, Elijah. Though I know you hardly need it. I'll be cheering for you in this first dance. I'll be listening. When you enter the arena, Griffin scans the crowd for the scholarship committee. Hi, Griffin. Over here. Go look in the game. I know you do great. Amy waves from the front row, beside Dorita and Teddy. You, Griffin, and Zev go over to say hi. Good morning, Mr. Langley, Mr. Hernandez, Mr. Snyder. Miss Stevenson here was kind enough to procure us private seats for today's match. So, did you just come to watch the game? Not quite. We'd like to get a sense of our scholarship hopefuls outside the application process. Get more context on them, if you will. We believe your performance on the field will help us better measure your leadership and teamwork abilities, Miss Langley. I don't care for Thief, but Gilded Grave is quite the team. I hope you can handle the pressure with a level head. I'll be watching your performance closely. I definitely intend to keep my head level. Dorita, Teddy, Griffin is the team's rock. Whenever we get a tough match, Griffin keeps us all grounded and playing smart. He shines in high-stress situations. That's why I can't trust him to take over next year. If there's anyone who can keep cool and focus, it's Griffin. Well, I'm happy to hear that at least. Griffin, Elijah, team huddle starting. The three of you hurry over to the rest of your team in a huddle. Everett looks around at each of you. Try Mars. We come this far together because we're a unit. Each and every one of you belongs on this team. And Gilded Grave better be scared. Is that I hear? A group of baby Drymars were breathing fire and fear. The Frost King sneers at you. The Frost King sneers at your team from across the field, but Griffin ignores him. That's right. Let's get our heads in the game. Have each other's backs and let our teamwork speak for itself. We got this. I couldn't have said it better myself. Go Drymars. As the dome closes, you start to call your air magic forth. Every time I say Drymar, I think I'm just excluding the X. Unless it's supposed to be dry X Mars, but I'm just saying dry Mars. I don't fucking care. I better get my speed spell ready for this. Since speed spell will give you an edge turn. Yeah. That's like it. This game is officially on. You grin as lightness rushes through you. The referee blows his whistle, and the arena begins to shift. You find yourself in a peaceful apple orchard. The rest of your team scatters, while Ward and Griffin team up with you to start searching the grove. Anybody else feel like having a picnic? These apples look delicious. A picnic? Am I invited? A Gilded Grave player jumps out of a nearby tree and whips up a ring of flames. The fire spreads, and in moments, the grove is ablaze. The fire flares, burning the trees to a crisp, and filling the air with smoke. A fireball flies at you. Duck! Quack. Elijah, you and I can handle this, no problem. We sure can. Chariot of fire. Let's do this. The flames leap to your biting, their embers cooling to a pleasant warmth around you. How did you do that? There was something called teamwork. I know you good of great players have no idea what that means. I'll call the rest of the fire. Elijah, you take this guy down. You glare the Gilded Grave player through the flames. You think you're so good at fire? Well, watch this. A flaming dragon soars through the grove, absorbing the fire from nearby trees and growing larger and larger. Grab his flag, dragon. The dragon sails up high, forms an elegant figure 8, and then plumets back towards your opponent. Scream. He dives to the ground. While he's down, you run forward and snatch his flag. That's what you call too hot to handle. The arena shifts, and you and Griffin are suddenly in a silent forest. You jump as footsteps crack over the underbrush behind you. Sorry, there was like too many directions. It was over, under, and then behind. I got lost. Hey guys, it's just me. Look over that way. Zeph nods between a pair of trees, and you follow his gaze to a nearby road where two, Gilded Grave players are in the midst of an argument. Look, Marty, Frost King sounds cute to you and all, but we know your name, and we're tired of calling you by that stupid title. Shut up, Cassandra. If you want to be called the Dirt Queen, all you gotta do is ask. Internal strife. This is a chance to do the flags what they were noticing. Got this game in the bag. Let's have some fun. At your whisper, the trees begin swaying, the trunks squeak, the branches loom toward your opponents. I don't like this. The forest is haunted, bro. Idiot. It's obviously someone using wood. Before she can finish, a branch snatches her and the Frost King's flags and passes them over to you. You wave at your opponents to teleport to the sidelines. Nope, it was definitely a monster. Bye now. That was hilarious. I'm never gonna let the Frost King live this down. Elijah, look out. Griffin pushes you aside as your surroundings start to ripple. You hit the ground hard. What was that for? I thought I saw something behind you. Elijah, where's everyone else? You realize you and Griffin are the only ones around. As you summon to your feet, the force takes hold of you, pulling you up into the air. Scream. Hang on, I got you. No. Griffin's magic dissipates. He jumps for you, arm extended. You reach for his hand, your figure just barely brushing against his. You're suddenly on a moonlit path in the countryside. The rest of your teams are nowhere in sight. Hello, Elijah. Kane stands at a fork in the road, a shadow in the moonlight. Kane, what are you doing here? Where is here? I've simply borrowed you from that rather fascinating game you call Thief. I must study it more one day. For now, we're far from Pendergast. You shouldn't have been able to get through the school's wards. I'm a source, Elijah. I have my ways, but also my limitations. Time is running out. It's running short. I need you to obtain the sun crystal for me. Loomis appears in front of you, snuggling a cane. Oh yeah? What do you need it for? To protect myself from almost unjust persecution. Persecution. It's the only way I can defend myself from her superior power. Really? I know you're lying. But I'm gonna say, I know you're lying. But I'm just gonna let you tell me more. I know you're lying. I just want you to tell me more things. Really? I'm listening. Tell me how the sun crystal is gonna help you. The air source. That murders my friend. I believe this remains of her power will sense the peril I am in and protect me. Even if that sounds true, I've heard you're a trickster. You gotta understand why I'm not fully on board. I'll be frank. Only your mother's magical signature can unlock the sun crystal, and you, Elijah, share the same signature as her. I told you so much about her, giving her pendant and other gifts, but it was not enough to sway you to my side. I agreed for him, just because I can do whatever the fuck I want with his voice. Your side? You're trying to win me over so I got the crystal for you. You've been manipulating me this whole time. I don't like being messed with, Cain. A fascinating energy sparks around you, and Loomis glows magic as well. Cain lifts his hands in supplication, but his tone grows clipped. You're a gem among humans, Elijah. I gave you those gifts because we're friends. I've come to you now because we're friends. I've helped you, and now I require your help. Immediately. Please, my friend. Friends, are we? Pretty sure you're the only one who's ever used that word to describe us. You're so obsessed with me, it's disgusting. Cain's expression twitches, and his magic suddenly flares. The force of his rage washing over you. I've wasted enough of my precious time trying to sway you. You're as intolerable as your human-loving mother. You have no choice. You will obtain the crystal from me. Loomis leaps in front of you. Taking a blast, Cain sends you away. He skids you to dirt and hits a tree trunk, then fades back into the ether. Loomis, no! We'll end you, Cain. You're going to regret ever trying to take advantage of me. The only thing I regret is your insolence. It's my pleasure to bring it to an end. Cain's magic cuts right through yours. A sudden shockwave tears to your eardrums. You fall to the ground, clutching your head as pain pulses through you. Elijah, hang on. I'm nearly through. Your surround is warped. A rift forms in the swirling energy, and Bk2 tumbles through. I did it. I can't believe I actually did it. When will humans stop interfering with everything I do? Cain's energy slices through the air at Bk2, who barely has time to drop a shield. A wall of metal materializes in front of him. You stagger for cover beside him as Cain's magic hammers against the shield. Bk2, what's going on? Where are we? Cain manipulated the woods to change the deep arena and drew you outside against protections. Luckily, all my studies in the woods and portal magic allowed me to do the same. We're within the woods themselves. The shield dancing grounds in the force of Cain's attacks. If we don't fight back, we're toast. What's this? For what? Enlarge the shield? I don't know. Just cut Cain down to size. You focus the air around you into a disc, a swirling wind between your palms, but Cain lets out a laugh. Elijah, you fool. Do you really think you can use a particularly air spell against me? The air source. The wind in your hands spirals out of control, growing into a raging storm that tosses you around. I didn't know it was an air spell, motherfucker. You're no match for my pathetic... You're no match for me, pathetic mortals. You sure about that? You grasp a rays of sunlight and pull them taut around you. It's like a trick up my sleeve. You dredge your air magic with your sun magic, calling to being the creature you created at Cain's tea party. The illusion puppy jumps up on Cain, sinks razor-sharp puppy teeth into his neck. Take this. Ow. You batter him with flashing energy. He crumbles into a heap, lying motionless for a moment. Seconds later, the pressure in the air intensifies, crushing your lungs. Winds whip around him, lift them into the air. How dare you use what I touch you against me? The force of Kane's power bleeds into the air and presses in on you. The pain is nearly unbearable. This pressure will kill us. He's too powerful. He'll get us out of here. Becca drags his hands through the air, and another rip appears, sucking you through. You land in a heap in the deep arena, coughing as air flows into your lungs. Becca staggers to his feet and waves a hand to close up the rip. When it's gone, he drops to his knee beside you, clutching at your shoulders. Elijah, are you alright? You can only nod your head, still too shaken by what you experienced to find your voice. Beckett nods soundly back. Good, I'm glad you're unscathed, at least externally. But Kane's power. He falls to express each other. Her raised fury felt like a tempered breeze compared to what Kane just unleashed. He shudders and suddenly goes limp. He slumps to the ground where he lies completely still. Beckett? Beckett! Somebody help! Beckett's hurt. You look around desperately, unable to process anything in the rush of people running around the field and the roar from the stands. Nobody seems to notice you. Dean Swan drops down beside you. She gingerly turns Beckett over, revealing deep gashes in his skin through the bloody tears of his blazer. He feels subtle hints of blood magic. There's sharp though embedded in his back. I need to be transported to the medical wing, but I shouldn't have a problem handling this. Sentry, take me to the medical wing, now. Yes, Dean Swan. I don't know how to do a metallic voice. Alright. The sentry scoops Beckett up and starts sprinting toward the exit. You rise to follow, but Dean Swan grabs your shoulders, forcing you to look into her eyes. I promise you, he will be absolutely fine, but you need to let me handle this right now. I'll send a sentry as soon as you can see him. But... Dean Swan turns on a heel and strides after the sentry. The bustle of the stadium is overwhelming, and you duck aside, needing to find someplace quiet. The morning sun has burned off the fog outside the stadium. You're halfway to the lake when Alice calls out to you. Elijah, hold on. Alice bends over, swaying after in tow, and pulls you into a crushing hug. Holy crap, you're okay. Don't scare him like that ever again, you stupid idiot. I'm sorry I scared you. Before Alice can reply, Trey and Arthur join the hug. You let out an oof as they squeeze you tight. You just vanished into thin air. I saw it on the big screen. Nobody could explain it. I extended my bench as far as I possibly could, but I couldn't find you anywhere. I was so afraid I thought I started losing leaves. As they step back, Alice frowns at you, worry clouding his expression. Hey, why wasn't Harry then? I saw a swan in the sentry taking him away. He rescued me from Kane. I thought he was fine, but as soon as we got back, he collapsed. He got hurt trying to help me. And it's all Kane's fault. All he does is hurt people and manipulate them. I'm done letting him get near the people I care about and pay for this. I'll be right there with you when we give him hell. He's got both with double trouble to look out for. There he is. He's right. Why are we calling ourselves double trouble? It makes sense for the others to call us that when referring to us, but why is one of us as an individual be like, we are double trouble? Like, we are double trouble. He has to worry about double trouble now. Like, what? Leave that for them. At Zeph's shout, you spin back toward the arena. He and Griffin sprint across the lawn toward you. Elijah, the words malfunctioned mid-game, and you got shot through. You okay? Tell me I got sucked through like I didn't fucking know that. You feel everyone in on your face off against Kane. Griffin's expression falls when you describe Becca's injury. I should have been there. I should have figured out a way to help. I'm sorry I failed you. And now Becca's hurt. This isn't fair, Griffin. It's not like you could have predicted that Kane was going to try to kidnap Elijah. Not even Elijah's pre-science warned about this. You can't hold yourself accountable. The effortless switch between from Shreya to Aster's voice was impressive on my part, and I just want to take a second to appreciate that myself, since no one else would. Since no one else will, I will take a second to appreciate that. Oh my god, I'm getting good at this. Kane's a source, and we barely escaped with our lives. If you were there, you might have gotten hurt too. And I never want that. I want that. I want to drink or reading this, but like, no. I only had, I did had one more as a monster. I was gonna save that for like later today. It's only two. Wait, it's only two. Wait, no, that's not the time. That's not the fucking time. It's 2:52. 2:52. It's only two. It's almost 3. Damn, this is early. This is early. I can post both videos. You know, the Nanny Fair, chapter 19, and then this. Finish up Nanny Fair. Maybe read another chapter of this. Maybe this. So I want to postpone the Nanny Fair a little bit longer because I don't want the end because I'm kind of missing it now. Take a YouTube nap, you know, like watch a little bit of YouTube. Or like, you know, let the mic charge a little bit, let my phone charge, and I keep reading. Damn, it's early. It's early. No, I didn't want to drink because like I only had one left. My brother got me another one, so like I could drink that instead. It's like no. So once you finish that drink he got you, you're gonna go straight to the other one. And then you're not gonna have another drink for the day after. So don't. I want to. My mouth is so dry. There. But it was right there, and it was right there in the arena. If I could have done something, then neither you or Beckett would have. A metallic sunken sound interrupts him. You try to find a sentry approaching. The message is for Elijah Harrington. Fuck you. Elijah Harrington. I just combined our names like we're married. I combined our names like we were fucking married. Elijah Harrington. Like, ooh. Nice ring to it. Why didn't I think of that last name? Fuck. This message is for Elijah Snyder. Elijah Harrington is in a stable condition. They would like to see you. Is he really okay? Are you sure? Affirmative. He is in stable condition and must rest, but he is allowed visitors at the moment. He has requested your attendance. The sentry clunks away across the lawn. Girl lets out a relieved laugh. You're fine. I can hardly believe it. I can. Don't let that blazer fool you. Becca's tougher than he looks. Oh, it's such a relief that the misfits are all safe. The world feels so much brighter. I feel like all my flowers can bloom at once. You have to go see him for yourself, Elijah. Then bring us back with the good news so we can celebrate. Kane thought he'd come out this drama top, but nothing can keep us down. That definitely deserves some sort of celebration. Atlas agrees to it. I'm with you. I just need to go check out Beckett before we can break into a party mode. I'm so relieved. Join Beckett in the medical ward for an emotional and intimate moment with him. Celebrate with your friends by surfing across the lake and strengthen your friendship for the trials ahead. What trials ahead? So it's 22 to visit Beckett, and additional 20 to celebrate. You game. I just got these diamonds. Tell baby I said hi. We'll be right here when you get back. I'm snorting this little nasal inhaler. Just so I can fucking breathe. Oh my god. And it's so strong. So if you hear rustling on the mic, that's because it's this inhaler thing hitting it. It's not my fault. You know, your nose is so close to your mouth that when I try to like stick it in there, obviously the thing's gonna swing and hit the mic. It's gonna swing down low to the floor. No, shut up. You wave goodbye to Zeph and your friends and make your way to the main building. Saying Zeph and your friends makes it sound like Zeph isn't your friend. Enter Beckett's room in the medical ward, only to find Katrina already sitting on the edge of his bed. You get a snippet of what she's saying. My little brother, I was so scared. Their quiet conversation ceases when Becca sees you. Elijah, you came. I hope I'm not interrupting anything. Not at all. Please, come sit with us. Katrina motions for you to sit beside her on Becca's bed. As soon as you do, she takes your hand and gives it a squeeze. Take Becca's hand as well. Relieved to feel his strong grip as he laces his fingers with yours. Katrina beams at the two of you. Thank you for helping each other through that ordeal. I'm so relieved you're both safe, and so overwhelmingly proud of you. Her expression crumples, lips trembling, and she pulls back into a hug. When you disappeared, I thought I'd never get to apologize for always stepping all year, and for making you feel less than brilliant. I want to be a cool older sister for you, but I just made you unhappy. I'm truly sorry, Bean. I failed you in every way. Beckett meets your eyes over his sister's shoulders as he cries against him. He sighs, expression soft but tinged with exasperation. Katrina, you're a cool older sister. You're also overwhelming and rather tactless, but that doesn't mean you failed me. You can't help laughing softly. Katrina sits up, wiping away her tears to give you a questioning look. It's just that you do remind me of me and Atlas. Kinda sucky at communicating, but you generally love each other. I should have worked harder to communicate my feelings this year, to avoid these misunderstandings. I'm beginning to notice now. Beckett, you're brilliant, and you'll take the world by storm one day. I have recommended you for the Unturned Magic Uterus Award. You what? And I shouldn't tell you this, but Professor Tripton has recommended you for the Tomography Department's Medal of Excellence. Holy crap. Beckett, this is fantastic. Soon you'll be as famous among nerds as your sister, and I say that with total respect. I need a moment, please. He leans back against his pillow, staring wide-eyed at the ceiling. You bounce on the bed in excitement. Beckett, you're no match for me. Maybe I can't get the Tomography Award, but I think a Unturned Magic Uterus Award would look pretty good on my nightstand. And that's the kind of attitude I like to see in a student, Elijah. I'm happy you're striving for educational excellence. That's not what never mind. Between you and me, I've heard you're contending for this year's award. You sure do give my brother a run for his money. How? The award always feels better when won against a worthy rival. I anticipate the results of this year's competition, Elijah. Katrina clasps her hands together and gets to her feet. Well now, that has gone splendidly. I take my leave before I manage to completely ruin all the process we made. I'll see you in class. And I just have to say this. You two are so cute together. What? Katrina, please. Savannah, slow down. Savannah, slow down. You kiss Becca's blushing cheek. I know. Aren't we just adorable? Katrina heads off with a wave. Beckett lets out a long breath when the door closes. She rubs her hand down his face. Overbearing though she may be, Katrina always manages to show that she believes in me. The Ultimatum Uterus Award. She isn't the only one who believes in you. What you've done with portals is going to revolutionize her entire understanding of magic. Beckett lifts Blade's fingers up to his lips to brush a kiss across your knuckles. You may just be saying that because I've been injured, but thank you, regardless. I'm glad you're here. Beckett, what happened on the field? Swan said you had sharp nail in your back. Are you really okay? I'm fine. Game must have used a version of the slicing spell using my shield as metal to attack us when we fled through the portal. I didn't realize until the adrenaline was started to wear off, at which point I lost a fair amount of blood. That shrapnel's gone now, right? You're not gonna die of blood loss or anything? Certainly not. DS1 took care of without issue. All I have left is some minor dizziness, which will dissipate within the hour. But I'm not so invalid that I must remain bedridden that whole time. I think I'll... He starts to lift himself up, but winches and crashes back onto the pillows. Beckett, don't strain yourself. The sentry said you're supposed to be resting. Is there anything I can do to help you feel more comfortable? I assure you, Elijah, you needn't worry about the state I'm in. But you notice the sweat beating on his brow, dabbing the hair strewn across his forehead. He turns his face away from the sunlight, streaming through the window. There's nothing worse than being sick in bed and feeling all clammy. Some of the gentle breeze ran over Beckett's face, ruffling his hair till the sweat on his brow evaporated. There, you probably feel more comfortable now. I feel refreshed. Thank you, Elijah. He held a hand over his face again, before massaging his temples, his brow pinched. Though I have this pesky headache that won't leave me. It must be a combination of doing advanced magic and losing so much blood. Without thinking, he rests 2 fingers from each hand on his temples. Elijah, what do you... I'm not sure, but I just have this feeling. I think I can help. Your blood magic rises practically on its own. You feel a pleasant coolness rush through your hands, flowing out through your fingertips. Beckett's eyes go wide, and his jaw drops. My headache is gone. My headache is gone. Completely gone. How did you do that? Guess I'm a blood magic master. Fuck you. I guess I'm a blood magic master, and I just don't know it? Honestly, I'm not sure. I just feel like I'd be able to do something. Slowly, Beckett's expression softens to a grateful smile. I think you could pick up where D-Squad left off and do a blood magic's worth to the world. That sounds like a lot of work, but I'll keep it in mind. Beckett chuckles, already looking better than you did when you came in. I'm so relieved that you're safe. I didn't have enough time to confirm it in the arena. Of course I'm safe. I had you to tag team with. The second you showed up, I knew everything was going to be fine. I've never done portal magic to that degree, but I just knew I had to try. For you. I've heard that people can do superhuman feats in extreme conditions, break into a completely new dimension or fit the bill. I've heard of that too, but this didn't feel superhuman. It's more like I could sense where you were. He brings a hand to his chest, laying it down over his heart. It was more than your magic, I felt. It was you. Your warmth, your brightness, the smell of your hair, the sound of your voice. His cheeks and ears burned bright pink, but he continues on, holding your gaze firmly. I followed my heart to you. It led me straight to where you were, your words and all. You're really making me want to kiss you. I should hope so. I was just trying to be romantic just now. Fuck it. I was trying to be romantic just now. It definitely worked. You cut back his cheek in your palm, watching his eyes slide shut and you lean in. You press your lips to his softly, feeling his arms come around you. I should probably be gentle with you right now, huh? That would request no such thing. He pulls you down on top of him and captures your lips with his own. You drag your fingers through his hair, pressing yourself against them. Why am I picturing it? You nip his lower lip and give his hair a tug, his shoulders moaning deep in his throat. Did I read that? You know what, fuck it. You plant your hands on his chest and lift yourself up to look into his eyes. When you see the want swirling there, you lean in and whisper against his lips. Never scare me like that again. No one passing out in front of me. No one getting hurt. Promise me. For you, I promise anything. Beckett sighs as you kiss him again, his arms gentle but strong around you. You forget everything by him, safe and sound beneath you. After spending a little while longer, Beckett, you turn to your friends at the lakeside. Yeah. Just thought that maybe, we party with Beckett, but no. You and your friends walk to the lakeside, buoyed by the knowledge that y'all safe and in good health. Buoyed. Danielle was passed out when Krina told him he was in the running for the Jamarki Award too. That sounds like Beckett. To make it through a battle with a source, backdown achievement has him down for the count. Griffin let out a quiet chuckle, standing a little taller. He would pull you just to make sure he's top of the class. I know what happened wasn't my fault, but seeing my friends get hurt and not having been able to do anything about it, that's torture. My best friends. I get what you're saying. Not being able to help sucks. It makes you feel helpless, useless. But things are all out of our control sometimes. And we're never truly alone. Even when I'm apart from you, I feel like you're all by my side, and that makes me feel braver. This is right. Again, in this fight, Kane's in this fight solo, but we got each other. And, honestly, he wishes he had a support system as fabulous as ours. Plus, we made it through Rave together, and Kane hasn't beaten us yet, so let's keep our morale up. Yeah. And in the Misfits lingo, that means, let's have some fun. Griffin looks around at you, all break into a slow smile. Griffin looks at you all break into a slow smile. Yeah. Alright, I feel you. I'm open. And if we're talking fun, we got a lake, and I happen to know a windsurfing spell. Just channel an air current beneath your feet, and you can sail above the water, the surface. You can sail above the surface of the water. I remember this. You channel your air beneath your feet and shoot out over a lake of the Griffin. I can't wait to tell the saplings about this. This is fantastic. Cowabunga suckers. One more time. Cowabunga suckers. Alice summons a wave and rides past all of you. Zeph sails the tropical surf in his wake. Yeah, that's a wave, Alice. You're talking to a water rat. A massive wave crests high above your head. You're salted by the water until you're at the very top. You can see the tiny goof from here. I wish I had this view from my dome window. Raise guys back down. Zeph surfs down a wave as though it's a giant slide. Oh yes, I accept the challenge. Nancy races down, right in his tail. Look around at your friends, still on top of the wave with you. Let's make it a contest. Whoever does the worst trick has to do my laundry until the end of the year. The corkscrew of the wave. You corkscrew off the wave, propelling yourself with an enormous spout of water beneath your feet. Hell to the no. A tendril of water wraps around your ankle, and you fall to the surface with a splash. Hey. He didn't say anything about what rules, and none of us want to deal with your sweaty thief gear. When Otter pops his head out from the water right in front of you, it wriggles around, letting out a series of high-pitched squeaks. Oh, hi there. I had no idea there were otters in this lake. Oh my goodness, she's so cute. Griffin, come say hi to her. She grabs Griffin's arm, and they windsurf toward the otter. A smile breaks out of Griffin's face as the otter noses into his palm. Into his palm. Oh my god. I'm still stuffy. Nice to meet you. Stra's right. You're pretty darn adorable. Oh man, I wish Baggy were here. He never admit to it, but I know he has a soft spot for cuddly animals. Can we name her Squiggles? It looks like it's a weird water dog. Are you sure that is that? Are you sure it is that cuddly? I don't want to find out. Use your hand out, and Squiggles lets out a splashy wiggle before headbutting your palm affectionately. What a fantastic little creature! If we can show the saplings, they will love her. You glance back to see Alice floating on a disc of air a few feet away, looking eager but reluctant. Don't tell me you're scared of an otter. I'm not, it Maybe I had a bad experience with a dog once. It's okay. Alice, you need to bond with her first. Like, squat down her level and talk to her a little bit until you realize she just wants to give you some cuddles. You take Alice's wrist and pull him closer. He kneels on his air disc, watching Squiggles suspiciously. Hi, water dog. Squiggles boops her nose against Alice's knee. Alice tries to hold back a smile. Okay. I guess you're nice and all. You're kinda cute, I guess. Maybe. Shreya films as Squiggles starts tracing circles around all of you. Choking on my nose. Squiggles, I'm making you the most famous author in the world. Say hi to my 2 million viewers. Oh, this is my ticket to fame. Hi, Shreya's 2 million viewers. Zeph summons 2 water spouts out of the surface of the lake and twists them around him as he tries to duck in front of Shreya's combat. Zeph, it's not enough. I'm trying to from Squiggles. Tsunami warning. This was coming in fast. You all lifted up on another massive wave. The surface of the lake is farther and farther away, and the water sloshes at the banks. Guys, we're gonna float to school. Don't worry, got lots of experience working with tsunamis. The water beneath you freezes to a slide. You all slip down and shoot out the end. You all slip down and shoot off the end into the water. Bubbles flow around you as you sink through the cool water. Long sheets of sunlight filter beneath the surface. Squiggles twist around you and gently bonks your nose with hers. You're dazzled by a flash of light. With one final squeak, she races off into the depths of the lake till she's out of sight. You breeze the surface to find your friends bobbing in the calm waters. You look around for Squiggles, but don't see her anywhere. I think Squiggles just did magic. At least she just said bye to me. I wish she stuck around longer. Don't worry, Elijah. She's a friend now. That means you'll see her again. Yeah, and in the meantime, the sun is shining, the water's great, and everyone's safe. What more could you ask for? Good point. This definitely beats a trip to the local pool. You float on your back, feeling the rays of the sun warming your face and the water lapping gently at you. Not to be cheesy, but there's no other group of people I'd rather float on a lake with than nearly being kidnapped by a source. I second that. Minus the kidnapping part. We might be breaking a dozen school rules right now, but it was definitely worth it. Maybe breaking is always worth it, Seth. You just have to master the art to get away with it. And if you need lessons, I'm your guy. Guys, race back to the shore. Better way to wrap it up the morning, then with a nice, invigorating race. You shoot off the shore, and seconds later, you feel your friends call up their magic and race after you. You gotta get that. Fuck you. You gotta need that head start, Elijah. You got a water rat in your tail, too. You got a water rat in your tail. Hey, for a nerd rat, I'm doing pretty well. Y'all a bunch of amateurs. See you at the store. You hear Aster and Shreya call out to you in the distance. I think I'll get my load in here. My flowers are loving the water. And I'm fuming. My instant followers are getting My instant followers are better than you, Elijah. So don't let them down. After spending a little while longer in the lake, you all make your way back onto shore. Your thoughts turn to the task at hand. Not everyone's okay. We need to start worrying about Kane. It's only a matter of time before he returns, and we can't waste. Aster suddenly staggers. With a shudder, her eyes turn black. No. Aster, what's happening? She grabs you, showing you everything through her eyes. The woodland forest is in ruins. The moans of fallen trees chilling your blood. Kane rises from the wreckage, his wind slicing bark from the trees. Not that damn brat will understand what it means, cost source. All that he holds dear will suffer. Ugh. Damn you. Yao sags, sabot dripping from his wounds, as this tortured voice filters your consciousness. Papa, no. Please. Kane, stop hurting my family. But Kane doesn't hear her. He releases one more gust, ripping several more trees out of the ground for surveying the damage. I think this will relay my message just fine. Kane, don't you? You gotta wish you've never been freed. And yeah, got that bye.